So today we're gonna discuss about a Swift UI Kit topic, which is collection view. Collection view is a fairly simple topic which most of people get confused, and collection view is one of the most important topic in Swift UI Kit because you find collection view in a lot of iOS app. Majorly app use collection view. So let's start with collection view. First we have to create a Xcode project. Xcode project. So here we select iOS app. Next, we're going to make a music app, and we're going to show the collection view in that music app. We're going to show the cover image and artist name. So music app, new create. First, when you create a project, first thing you should do is to import a data model or create your data model. So the data model give you an idea what you have to show in your app, what you have to show in your collection view. So I'm going to create a data model. It's going to be Swift file. In data model, I want to show artist name and the cover image. So first we have to import UI kit because we're going to use UI image. So here so our data model is completed. Let's go to our main screen storyboard. Here we delete our view controller. Why it's not deleting? And the view controller file also. And now we have to import the collection view controller. We can build a collection view and also view controller, but today for the basics we're going to import the collection view controller, because by importing the collection view controller we don't have to implement a data source and delegate for it. It's Swift automatically do that. This is our collection view controller. Then we have to create a Cocoa Touch file for that. Let's name it music collection, music collection VC. Okay, and in the subclass of collection view controller. So our Cocoa Touch file is created. Now we have to link the Cocoa Touch file and this collection view controller. So we're going to in identity inspector, and here we link them. So our collection view controller and the main collection view screen are connected. So now we can work on. So in our data model we have specified two things, artist name and the cover image. So in our collection view cell I want to show those two things here. So I'm going to customize this collection view cell. So first we have, for the image we're going to import the UI image. And for the name we're going to implement a simple label. So by doing this we are creating a custom cell. So in the custom cell we can show our cover image and the artist name, just adding a little constraint here. Make it 0 and here 0 also. Doing auto layout and also add the constraint on the label. Get 0 0. So our auto layouting is complete, and make it for the label, make it center. Yes, and increase the font size, but this looks good. Okay, our custom cell is created, and now for the cell we have to create a Cocoa Touch class. From that cell we're going to transfer the data. So let's again create a Cocoa Touch class. For this time you're going to create the class for custom UI view controller cell. Here in the subclass it should be UI collection view cell. So our cell is created. Now again do the same thing, link this cell with our cell file. So select the shell and in the identity inspector link. Okay, so our cell is created, our collection view controller is created. Now we just have to import the data. For before doing that, I'm going to, you can import any image in your assets. I have downloaded some image, so I'm going to import those images in my assets. So simply select the images. So here I imported those images also. Delete this, we don't need this, and rename also, because here is the important thing. When you import the images, name it carefully. If you in your array the image name is misplaced and you don't have any optional and force unwrap, so it's going to create an error. Okay, now go to your main view controller. Its collection view is fairly simple topic, but most people make it complex. I don't know why. Remove all the boilerplate codes. So if you see in this collection view controller file, what we are seeing here is nothing to intimate with, but it's everything is simple. You have some overridden functions, which are number of sections, number of item in sections, cell forward. What these all function means, first number of before before implementing your layout and all, first you have to understand the section, item, groups, what are these. So get a whole idea of that, we can look an example here. Here you can see it's an iOS app, means it's an iOS layout. So you are seeing section, group, item. The sections defines your, in your major app you see sections where defined the groups are moving horizontally, vertically. These are two different sections. The green color is a section, and inside a section we have a group, and inside a group we have an item. These three things are totally different, not totally different, they are independent but they are different. If you get an idea of how to manage these three things, if you think your collection view and your layouts in the term of these three things, everything is simple then. So let's start with our coding again. So number of section, this function defines how many sections you want in your collection view. So here are two sections, so the return should be 2, but for our simple basic we are using one section only. In our one section we have one group and one item. It depends on the array how much elements you have, so it automatically get that much elements, items in it. So for now we're going to remove this because by default Swift take one section. In the number of items in section, so how many items you want to show in your section, this is an important thing because here in the pink you see one item. So by that function means how many item you want to show in your section, so how many elements in your array, so that much item going to show in your sections. So in the cell for item at, and this function actually mean what those cell actually going to show. For example, here I am showing an image and a label. So with the help of this cell for item at, we going to do that. First we have to implement our array here. I'm creating an array of type music. Music is the data model. Actually, music is the structure which I have created in my data model file. Here, you see, music is a structure and the file is data model. You can get this by clicking option and click on the keyword. Now we implement our array. So I have copied the array. Here you don't need these much thing, you do only need, so let me remove these things. Okay, in your music we have two things, artist name and the cover image. So for the artist name, first artist name, let's say give any name, and the cover image, for the cover image we are using UI image, so we have to type first UI image, then named, then the image. You have to type very carefully here because the image you have imported in the asset name and the image name you're going to write here has to be exactly same. So image 1, and we're going to unwrap it, force unwrap it actually. Again, music, artist name, let's give that rust, the image 2 here. let's we have to do it like 6 times, so it's going to take some time. Give Tom, let's my typing is actually very bad and slow. It's a simple topic and very easy to understand. Let's see. Keen. So our array is created. Now we just have to access the data. In this section, collection number of item in section, we're going to return the count of my array. Music dot count. So what this going to do is return the count and how many element I have in my array. For example, I have 6 things in my array, so it going to show in the collection view six cells. So and in here, first we have to go in our collection view cell file. There we're going to attach the outlet for those UI image and label. Click on option, go collection view cell, simple drag and drop, control drag drop, give this name image, simple image. It's going to create of type UI image. For the label, give a name simple label, connect. So our image and label are created. Most of the work have done here. Now we just have to call an update function. The update, it is important because update function is going to call every time because you are accessing these two, image and label. So function update, use implicitly call function here. Our argument label is width and parameter label is music, and it's the type of here's the music. Here this music is our structure again, which we have created in our data model. Now do the simple things. Image dot image equals to music dot, and now you have access those data model variables. Now yes, label dot text equals to music dot artist name. Okay, our update function is created. Now just simply go in our VC. Now collect in our collection view, you have to just return those things. Let's say I create a constant again. Let song equals to music path dot. This constant is very important because music square bracket index dot path is access your array here. It's going to access each and every element and return those element, and that cell constant is using collection view deque reusable cell. The concept of deque reusable cell is, suppose for now we have only 6 elements in our array. So but just suppose we have thousands of elements, but you're not able to show the thousands element in just one frame. You're not going to able to show the thousands elements, thousand cells in just one screen. And if your smartphone load thousands of those elements at once, it's going to be hell of slow. It's going to be super slow. So to tackle that problem, the Swift use this DQ reusable cell. It's only allowed memory to those cells who's come in frame. For example, my 10 elements come in the vision of my eye, so only 10 of those cells are in memory. So by doing this, it's continuously queuing and dequeuing the data, which is good for load balancing also. Well, now we just have to, okay, again here the reusable identifier, it's also very important. In the ever we when you import the collection view, when you import the collection view controller, it's come with a constant reusable identifier cell. Copy that, go into your main, select the cell and go into attribute, and here in identifier paste that. It's a very important thing because when this function call, it's called with that reusable identifier. So this identifier provide identity to this cell, so it's easy to access this cell and locate it. So here reusable identifier for index path. Okay, now just simply call cell dot call the function. Okay, we have to do one thing here. We have to do the downcasting also, as music collection view cell. We're going to do you downcast this because we want to use the function update function here. So update with simple song. Okay, so our most of work have done. We just have to create a layout for everything for our cell, which is the, I think, only important thing in the collection view cell. Now let's create the layout for it. Function generate layout, and it's going to return UI collection view layout. Now in the image I have shown 3 things: section, group and items. You have to think your your data to display in those 3 terms. So first I'm going to create my item size. Size equals to ns collection layout size. Here we have 2 things: width dimension and the height dimension. I'm going to put both fractional 1.00, fractional height 1.0. By doing this, For the mean of fractional width 1.0 and the fractional height 1.0 is, our item is going to take the whole space of the group. It's going to match the end to end with the group size. Now let's return this item size into our item. Collection item layout size item. Now we have to create a group. Do the same thing here. Fractional width is 1.0, but I want my fractional height to be like 200. For that purpose we're going to use absolute 200. Now just return this into a group equals to collection layout group dot okay. By the means of horizontal, the cells and item which are created is going to display or in horizontally. If you can choose vertically here, but for now we're going to choose horizontally. Layout size sub items, layout size is going to be group size, sub item is going to be item, can't even spell item, okay. And again main thing is count. How in a group, how many items you want to show? For that I'm going to show 2 items. Okay, and last thing is section and then layout. Let section equals to ns collection group and UI compositional view layout and return section, and lastly return the layout. So our majority of work is done. Just simply call, so the collection view doesn't directly call the generate function, so we have to call it here. For the calling purpose we have to use collection view dot set collection view dot set collection view layout generate layout. And so our majority of work done here, and let's build our project. Okay, one most important thing, we have deleted our view controller, so we have to make this collection view controller as initial view controller here. So go in and just click in the view controller section, just click initial view controller, run again. See, it's looking like this something. It's look good but not exactly what we have expected. So to fix that we have to do just some simple few steps. Let me add a navigation controller here, and in up here I tell see music, select the navigation bar. Okay, project crashes. Okay, huh. Prefer large title. Do simple thing, and back to your collection view controller. Add some few simple things here. Let's add item dot. We're going to use insets. Content insets equals to ns directional edge insets. Top should be like give 0, bottom give 0, bottom give 8, bottom. Okay, leading should be 8, right? Let's look good. Okay, 8, and bottom give 0, trailing also give 8. Okay, so it's going to implement in our code. Our top and bottom is 0 0, and leading and trailing is 8. So it's leading from the group side 8, and the trailing from the group size from the election another cell 8. And you do the same thing with the group. Give top 10. Okay, 10 is good. Leading 10, leading 10, bottom should be 0, and trailing 10. Okay, okay, everything is done, but one another thing, I want the my cell. Okay, my cell corner radius to be little curved. So to implement that, go in your collection view cell and create a class here. Not class, create another function here. We're going to override this awake from NIV. Just self dot layer dot corner radius 10, and let's add a border also. Self dot layer dot border width equals to 0.5, and self dot layer border color dot color, and just simply self dot click to bound become true. So everything should be done here. Let's build our project and see the output. Okay, the images are little off, So to tackle that, just simply go into main, in the image, choose, instead of aspect fit, use aspect fill and rerun the app. Okay, now everything is looking good. You can go advance. For now I have just created some cell. You can make the add functionality to these cells. Funny, let's see, I have created another program here, though those two are similar. So if I click any of this cell like natural, it's perform a segue to another view controller. Here it doesn't play a song, it's just you interface. So now this is our just a simple collection view. Thank you.